Hello, how are you? If I were to ask you right now, what items are located under your bed, the answer would likely be something mundane. However, despite that being the answer for most people, there are others whose answers were different. These people found treasures that changed their lives. Welcome, I'm Firas, and in this episode, we're going to talk about treasures discovered in unexpected places. And before we start, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you receive our videos right away. In 1980 AD, the Italian man Luciano Faggiano decided to buy a multi-story building that could serve as a source of income. After a period of searching, he found the right building in a province in southeastern Italy. After buying the building and doing some renovation work, he was able to rent out the entire building. But after several years, the first floor began to deteriorate and became unfit to rent. The humidity was very high and started affecting the rest of the building as well. Luciano decided to investigate the source of the moisture and found that it was coming from the first floor bathroom, specifically from a certain pipe in the wall. At that point, he decided to fix the pipe himself with the help of his sons. But while they were digging into the bathroom floor to find the source of the leak, they discovered that the bathroom floor wasn't a real floor. After several days of continuous digging, Luciano was in for a surprise that would change his life forever. His eldest son discovered that the bathroom floor led to a second underground level. But the fascinating thing was that they had discovered an ancient tomb of the Messapians, who had inhabited Italy 2,500 years earlier. And that wasn't all that was under the bathroom, it was just the beginning. After that, they discovered a set of passageways and levels, with each level representing a different part of the city's history. After years of excavation, Luciano and his sons were able to uncover a massive network of passageways and rooms, in addition to a tomb from the Messapian era and a room that Franciscan nuns used for interrogation. All this not to mention 5,000 artifacts, including statues, jugs, and gold rings dating back to different eras. Finally, after all these discoveries, Luciano decided to turn his find into a private museum. And indeed, the Italian authorities approved the establishment of the museum, and it became the first non-governmental museum accredited by the Italian government. In a Bulgarian prison in 2018, a prisoner was about to receive happy news for the first time since he entered prison. The story began on November 9th while the prisoners were performing some mandatory agricultural work. One of them felt something in the soil that he thought was a worthless rock. He tried to break it with a shovel, but instead of the rock breaking, the prisoner heard the sound of pottery breaking. After that, a handful of silver coins came out of it. After the prisoner extracted the remains of the pottery and the silver coins, he was surprised to find a second container with the same specifications as the first. And when the prisoner thought his luck had finally arrived, guards spread everywhere. After the warden sent these vessels to the National Museum in the city, the coins were examined, and it turned out that they dated back to the 15th century during the rule of the Ottoman Empire over the Bulgarian lands. The number of coins discovered at the site was about 7,000. Many people have a passion for collecting old objects and artifacts. One of the strangest things some people love to collect is tanks. Yes, as you heard, some people have a passion for collecting tanks. The British businessman Nick Mead owns a company called Tanksalot, which collects tanks and weapons for recreational purposes. In 2017, he decided to buy another tank to add it to the company's fleet of tanks. While searching for a tank on eBay, a website for selling used goods, he found an offer from a young man named Joe Hughes for a Russian T-54 tank at a very reasonable price of $42,000. But this deal, which looked profitable for both parties on the surface, would change Nick's life forever and turn him into the luckiest person in the world. As an expert in inspecting tanks, the first thing he decided to do was check the entire tank to ensure there were no illegal goods before taking possession of it. And what he feared actually happened. During the inspection process, he noticed something strange in one of the fuel tanks. This tank was disabled, or in other words, it was made inoperable. And when Nick decided to examine it, its weight was very light. The reason for this unnatural weight was a full box of ammunition inside the tank. This discovery was the spark that ignited Nick's curiosity to inspect every inch of the tank, and the inspection paid off. Nick's team discovered another suspicious fuel tank that they also suspected might be full, but fortunately for Nick, what was inside was much heavier. The happy surprise that awaited the team was that the second tank was full of gold bars. They extracted 16 gold bars whose value reached $2.5 million. But instead of keeping them, the man informed the authorities of his discovery, who in turn confiscated all the gold until the original owner is found. In 1978 AD, in the American city of Los Angeles, two children decided to dig a large hole in the backyard of their house. After a few hours of digging and playing, the children faced difficulty digging and claimed that there was a piece of hard iron blocking the digging process. As usual, the children called their parents to help them dig. But as soon as their parents arrived at the digging site, they discovered that the piece of iron the children were digging into was actually a Ferrari car. After calling the police, the car was extracted, and its value was estimated at $200,000 in our current time. In 2013, in the state of California, a couple was playing with their dog in the backyard. While they were playing, the dog kept constantly digging in a certain spot and trying to pull something out of it. At first, the couple thought the dog was just playing normally, but with the repeated digging in the same place, the couple decided to see what was going on. And luckily for them, they did. The couple discovered 8 metal cans, all containing different gold coins dating back to the mid-19th century, which were in an unimaginably good condition. Not only that, but some of the cans contained rare coins, such as the $20 gold coin minted in 1866 with the picture of an eagle, which is valued at about $1 million alone. After the find was counted, which consisted of 1,400 gold pieces of different denominations, the value of the treasure was estimated in 2013 at about $10 million. If I asked you at the beginning of the episode what was under your bed, about 15 years ago, a poor Filipino fisherman discovered a large stone on the seashore. The stone was huge, weighing approximately 75 pounds 34 kilograms. Despite that, the stone's beauty and bright white color caught the fisherman's attention, so he decided to keep it. He took it to his house and put it in his bedroom under the bed and forgot about it. After about 10 years of this story, his aunt was visiting his house and discovered the stone by chance. After asking him where he found it, the aunt realized that her nephew had discovered the largest pearl in the world, which is valued at about $100 million. In the end, we'd like to say that this is not a coincidence. It's just a stroke of luck that changed someone's life. The real treasure that we all possess and should not neglect is time. Try as much as possible to preserve every moment of it. Today we talked about treasures discovered in unexpected places. What should we talk about in the next videos? Write it in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and share. And people who are seeing us for the first time, subscribe and hit the bell to receive our videos right away.